Okay. So we're going to figure out the value of cotangent 12 pi over 5 to the nearest hundredth. Well, that means that we're going to have to use our calculator. Do we have a cotangent button on our calculator? No. But what is cotangent related to? Tangent. So, my first question to you is, which of the following are you going to type into your calculator? Are you going to type in this, or are you going to type in, whoops, this? That's the first question. Don't say it out loud what you're going to do. Which of those feels like it makes more sense to type into your calculator? By the way, neither of those will give you the right answer for this question, but one of them is going to help you. Which one is it going to be? Well, we remember that cotangent and tangent are related, and they're reciprocals of each other. Okay? Now, if we go back to our definitions, we could say I had as a definition that cotangent was 1 over tangent. So how do I write that into my calculator? I find a lot of students are really tempted to do something with this, because they see a fraction here, and they know reciprocals, and they want to flip it. Okay? So if you thought that originally, feel normal. That happens to a lot of people. But the key thing here, when we look at the actual definition, does the angle change at all? The angle here is theta. It's still here as theta later. So when I want to actually figure this out, cotangent of 12 pi over 5 is going to equal 1 over tangent of 12 pi over 5. The angle doesn't change. That you can type into your calculator, and it's approximately 0.32, approximation signs, to the nearest hundredth. Questions you can do after 2b are 6 and 11, and again we'll do 2a later. Just want to add a note. Totally different example. Let's say I draw some triangle. I'll even pick one that we know. 30 degrees. This will be 1, 2, and this will be root 3. Okay? And if the question was, you know that tan of 30 degrees is opposite over adjacent, 1 over root 3. What is cotangent of 30 degrees? Okay? This, it's going to be, so give myself a little bit more space here. Cotangent of 30 degrees is going to be 1 over tangent of 30 degrees, which is 1 over root 3. And dividing by a fraction is the same as multiplying by a reciprocal. Can you see that you could make the top into a fraction as well, make it 1 over 1? And so you would have 1 over 1 multiplied by root 3 over 1, which just gives us root 3 in the end, which is the same as root 3 over 1. So when we're talking about the ratio, cotangent and tangent are reciprocals. And if we're talking about the ratio, you could have just taken the ratio and done the reciprocal. And it's important to recognize that this is different than what we had in this question earlier on, where it wasn't talking about the ratio, it was talking about the angle. So we're not flipping the angle, but we could flip the ratio. In fact, if we checked what tan of 12 pi over 5 is, its answer will be 1 over 0.32. And what happens if I flip 1 over 0.32? I'm going to get 0.32 over 1. Now, if you type in tan of 12 pi over 5 into your calculator, it's not going to appear as 1 over 0.32. It's going to give you a different decimal. It's going to come out to be 3 point something. But when you do the reciprocal of that, you will get 0.32. Yes? Yeah. So if you're doing reciprocals and you're talking about the ratios, then you can do the reciprocal of the ratio right away. But if you're doing reciprocals and you have an angle, the angle always stays the same. The angle never gets flipped.